Ooh, it's gonna be a glare. What's up? It's Destiny back again with another video. Put my glasses somewhere. Whew. As you can tell by the title of this video, I know it's a lot to take in. It's hard to say. How do you say these words? How do you tell people? How do you process it yourself? So I guess you could say technically March 1st, I was diagnosed with stage 2 triple negative breast cancer. Yes, if you did not know, like I did not know, there are different types of breast cancer, and triple negative is one of those that is kind of on the rare side. Only 10 to 15% of breast cancers are triple negative. This is not fueled by estrogen or progesterone, so there's no like targeted thing. It just is. Imagine hearing those words at 34 years old. A disease that everyone assumes and thinks is an old lady disease, an old white lady disease, yet here I am. So, I think it's important that we share our stories. Y'all know that I am a sharer. I share a lot of things, and this is very different, but I feel that it is important because when I was looking on YouTube, I didn't see that many women with this diagnosis or women that looked like me with this diagnosis. So I'm like, might be good to kind of share what's going on with this to bring awareness. And to let other people know that you're not in this fight alone, because obviously I'm in this too. So excuse me, I found out because I was in the shower doing my checks, you know, touching my body like you should when you're in the shower. You should arms up, do the whole thing around the whole breast, the nipple, underarm, all of that. You should be doing that. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what they tell you the age is. Do it now, okay? And I felt a little something in my right breast. And I was like, maybe I'm tripping. I'm being over dramatic. So I told someone, I'm like, can you check this out for me? Because I'm not sure if this is something or I'm just tripping. They checked it out. They're like, yeah, get this checked. That was on a Saturday. So on Monday, I called my OBGYN, told them what was going on. I came in Wednesday for an appointment. She did a full exam, talked to me. She was like, you breastfed both your children, the last one for 3 years. That really helps your rates of breast cancer going down. So she's like, this is probably just a cyst. Not a big deal, but the process that I'm going to take just to be sure is a mammogram and a biopsy. That's what we do to be sure that it's nothing. And I'm like, okay, don't really know what a biopsy is, vaguely know what a mammogram is, but we're going with it. So that Friday, it was happening very quickly. So that Friday, I go in for a mammogram and an ultrasound. The mammogram is that big machine where you put your boobies on the tray and they smush it and you got to hold your arm a weird way and all those things. You got to contort your body while they're smushing your boobies and taking pictures of them. Then I went for an ultrasound where they just did like you would on your belly, just on the boobies and the underarms, just to make sure they have all the images. The doctor came in and he was like, that's concerning. And I'm like, what do you mean that's concerning? I mean, the fact that I'm here is concerning, but what do you mean that's concerning? Oh, it's just concerning. We're definitely recommending a biopsy. Blase, blase. Tears. This whole process has been nothing but tears, by the way. I'm doing very well right now. Please, please. So then the following week, I think it was a Wednesday. I go in for the biopsy, which is, all of this is scary, especially when you have no prior health concerns and you're not having to see doctors this often, and you're definitely not having to be in machines and poked and prodded. So all of this was very scary for me. But biopsy, go in, of course, you have the gown, just your, top, and they poke you with a small needle to numb the area. Then they get a bigger needle, which I don't look at these needle parts. I don't want to see any of it. But they put it in there. I could watch the ultrasound. And they like take little samples of the mass in your body. And so they did that. Waited for the next week for the results. Doctor called. Yeah. It's not benign. It's cancerous. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? My world literally thrown upside down. So the next step after that was to meet with the surgeon, and met with the surgeon to go over her recommendations, and she explained it. She drew it out like what a regular breast looks like, what stage 1 would look like, and this is where you're at stage 2. And so the lump is in my breast. I'm not trying to be vulgar, but it's in my breast. And then there's a little bit in my lymph nodes under my arm. And that's what's making it stage 2, trying to go to stage 3, because it's leaving this area, trying to spread, okay? Super scary, all right? So we go over things, and she's like, you're gonna have to get a PET scan, you're gonna have to get an MRI, you're gonna have to get a cardiograph, you're gonna have surgery to have a port in placed in your body. Surgery? I said, why can't we just cut this out and go about our day? Why can't we? Because we don't want to miss any small cancerous particles that may try to spread throughout your body. And I'm just like, what? I said, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing treatment. I'm not, none of, I had a fit in that office, y'all. Thankfully, my mom was there to try to keep me a little grounded. But, oh my God. So they scheduled me for, what happened first? Oh, the port. So yes, I have a port in my body. If you don't know what a port is, it's like a little round thing. Because I'm pretty slim, you can see it. Because I was like, is something wrong? It's not going down. She's like, baby, it's not going down. You're pretty thin. There's no fat to cushion it. It's going to feel like a little hump right there. So that's, child. So they scheduled me for that way sooner than I was mentally, emotionally prepared for. But we did it. They put me under for it, thank God. And it's 3 weeks today since that has been in place. Then after that, I had to do the PET scan, where they inject you with the, what I call, Avenger radioactive injection, because it goes into your body and it lights up when you're in these scans. So you're in that big circular machine that looks like a spaceship, and you're just laying on your back and you're just going in and out, deeper and deeper. And they're like, just take a nap. Just take a nap. Okay. Then after that, I had to do the cardiograph, where they took pictures of my heart, which that was pretty cool. I was able to see my heart like in a 3D kind of way, because the way that they took the pictures, it was like an ultrasound, but then they fused them together to make sure that my heart is healthy for all of this. And then we did the MRI, which was another Avenger injection. This time I was laying on my stomach, boobies hanging in the air. Had to have headphones and earplugs because I had to go into another alien machine, and it was so loud. And they were just taking different pictures, of the boobies to make sure, where it is, where the invasion is. That's what I call the cancer. I call it the invasion. It's hard for me to say the C word, so I just say the invasion. To make sure that they know where the invasion is and that it didn't spread elsewhere. And like I told you, this is happening every other day. And mind you, I'm still working. I'm still a mom. I'm still, you know, every other day it is something. And so then I meet with the oncologist. And that was a 3-hour appointment. And she goes over everything. And the only thing is now they saw a little something trying to peek its head over under my left underarm. And so she's like, we need to get that checked out. They can't find it on the scans. They can't feel it, but it showed up on the PET scan or the MRI, either the MRI or the PET scan. And so went in for another ultrasound, couldn't really see it. Tried to do a biopsy, didn't work. That was so painful. I was so upset. A couple days later, had to go in for another biopsy. Actually, yesterday went in for the biopsy on this arm, this underarm, and that was fine because at this point over here was the worst. This was easy because it was just one little place and it was done, so I could handle that. And then they called me yesterday evening and said, we want to start treatment. I know we're starting treatment, but what do you mean we want to start? Oh, we want to start. First it was Friday, then it was Thursday, now it's Wednesday. We want to start you Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, y'all. I go in for treatment, and treatment is chemotherapy, which I was so strongly against. But what I'm learning through all of this is that I have to surrender to God. That, yes, I've always been anti-pharmaceutical, anti-doctor, anti-medication. I'm more of the let your body heal itself. You know, God gave us medicine through the fruit and the herbs type of girl, you know. But this has really sat me on my ass. This has really made me sit back and reevaluate a lot of things. This has made me gone deep within. This has just flipped my world upside down. I can't say it any other way than that. So today I gotta be a brave warrior goddess. That is what I'm calling myself. That I'm going to transform into an Avenger because of all these injections and infusions and treatments and stuff like that. I gotta come out with some superpowers, right, baby? First, I'm gonna beat the hell out of this. That's number one. But then I'm gonna have some superpowers because of this, because of the treatments that I'm getting. So that's my way of trying to think of it and stay positive, and that I am a warrior goddess. In the two-way world, we say meet a threat with a threat. I have an invasion in my body. It is a threat to my body and to my health. So I got to meet this threat with a threat, which is the medications. So I'm going to be going to do that. Like I said, I'm going to do my best to document. I don't want to call this a journey because, baby, to me, journeys are supposed to be fun. This is not a fun journey that I'm voluntarily embarking. So I'm going to take you all along this process of me becoming an Avenger. But I'm going to do my best to document this for other women. Hell, for me, this is an outlet for me creating something. It gives me something to do. It keeps my mind off of things temporarily, even if I am talking about it. So, yeah, I'm going to do my absolute best. I don't know if I'm taking the camera with me today. I will definitely come back and talk about what happened today. Maybe have some pictures. I don't know. But, yeah, y'all, I am just asking for positive thoughts, prayers, encouragement. That's what I'm looking for. Love and support, baby, because this is what we need. We need people. We need love. We need support. we're gonna get through this. We're gonna beat this. I don't have any doubts about that at all. That's not a concern of mine. It's just the process of doing it. I don't know what it's gonna look like for me because everybody is different, and they keep saying you're so young, so the symptoms and the side effects might not hit you the same. We don't know, but we're going to document the best that I can. I go for treatment. What time is it? Shortly. I'm going for treatment, and it's gonna be about 4 or 5 hours of that. I'll try to document what I'm taking, since literally I was just told this yesterday evening. I feel so underprepared, but I'm gonna take the few things that I do have and the few things that I do think that I will need for this, and I will share that with y'all. So yeah, thank you all for your time. I hope that this is helpful for somebody, you know, and if you're embarking on this fight, I'm here with you. Your warrior goddess, sister, cousin, aka Bae, is here with you through this process, and we're gonna get through this, and we're gonna fight, and we're gonna win, and we're gonna be victorious. And baby, that's all that we can do, and that's all that we will do. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. As I always say, if you love someone, tell them. I love you all.